here, back at it, exactly at the same place I left off yesterday. No time to get anywhere near these blocks at any other time of day. Twenty-two and a half hours later, just picking up. So here we go. Let's get zoomed in a bit more. I think we can come a bit closer. Chats. Look at this. Good morning, everybody. Somebody's got the first print. Thank you. Okay. It's always fun. Would you mind posting more videos on your YouTube channel? Well, we're working on it. There's plans for many more videos. In the near future, they're going to be not so frequent. It's cherry blossom season here. We're stunningly overwhelmed with people visiting us. And I guess you don't know, we're trying to build a new shop right here at the same time. We're involved with construction with a new shop. So YouTube videos at the moment are the third priority, not the first or the second priority. So I would love to have more on the channel, but there's limits to what I can do right now. I'm sorry. So what have we got going on here this morning? Sorry to ignore you. Look at this, comments. Can't catch all this, I'm sorry. Talk about yesterday's earthquake. It wasn't so dramatic, was it? It was just nothing, just quiet. I don't know. One day, I guess, we're going to get a really big one here, and we'll see what happens. Will I be able to sit still, or will I run outside, or whatever? I don't know. Yesterday's earthquake was, I can't say nothing. For us here in Tokyo, it was just a shake. The deal about these earthquakes when they hit is, of course, we don't know what's going to happen. Is it going to be a little one that's going to die away, or is this going to grow and grow minute by minute? You never know. So yesterday when it hit, what did I do? I just sat there first for a minute just thinking and feeling, should I sit here or should I get outside? What should I do? You sort of got to make your decision. There's only once since I've been here in Japan when I felt that I had to get outside. That was, the big earthquake back in 2011. And clearly the building was really shaking. And all of us just simply, we put our tools down and headed outside straight away. Not in a running and screaming fashion, but just simply, let's get outside. It's probably safer out there. Yesterday's, what did you see? You saw me sitting here and then just trying to make that decision. Should I ride this one out or should I go outside? And it didn't grow. The shaking didn't get much bigger, so I just sat here. In a building like we are here, I'm not sure what to do, If you're in some modern structure, a modern hotel or a skyscraper or something, you sit tight. You don't even think about going anywhere, because those buildings they're going to withstand nearly anything that comes at them. But in an older building like ours, it's steel and concrete, but it's pretty old. It's not so well made. It's already cracked here and there on some of the walls. And there's no guarantee that it's not going to come down in a real massive earthquake. So what do? Do we sit here and ride it, or do we run for the door, No answer, no easy answer. Yesterday's was no big deal at all, at least not down here, not in Tokyo. I should, I guess, mention something about that surprise I got yesterday. Somebody in the chat, or I still don't quite actually know who this is. And somebody yesterday in the chat posted a link to a YouTube video, which I hadn't seen before, the painting, an oil painting. And I wasn't quite sure about who was posting what, whether the painter himself had been here posting or whether it was just somebody else posting a link. I haven't actually followed it up yet. It was fun. It was really, really good fun yesterday to see that. That painting and watching it come to life step by step by step. And I was really at the beginning of the video, the guy's just splashing some dark paint on a thing, and I think, what's going on here? Obviously the way that the oil paintings are constructed is totally different from the way we do our woodblock printmaking. When we're printing these things, everything we do is transparent, and everything we put on the paper can be actually seen in the finished print for the most part. Unless you're totally blotting something out with black. And yet to watch that oil painting yesterday come together, nearly everything you saw at the first half of it, you sort of wasn't really visible at the end of it. How does he know where he's going? It's really curious. I'm sure people know what they're doing and they can plan from the beginning, but to a beginner, to somebody who doesn't know how it works, it just looks incomprehensible. It was good fun. I got to write to the guy now. Try and find a minute today to sit down and write to him. Keep moving. Okay. Sorry not to watch too much what's going on here. You know, I have work to do and you guys are chatting about this and that, so. Have you ever witnessed in Japan the color light flashes from the ground? No, nothing like that. No. You're talking about my site doesn't have HTTPS. Not yet. The Mokuhankan.com site actually is. But it shouldn't matter. We don't take credit cards and stuff directly on our website, so we don't actually need sensitive information. When people order prints from us on the website, they put it in a shopping cart. Nothing secure about that. And then at the end of it, if they choose to go and purchase, to take the credit card, the thing jumps to PayPal, which is secure. So there shouldn't be any specific worry about not being an HTTPS website because we don't take any information. But yeah, it's on the books for changing it. We'll be changing it probably next month. It's on the list of things I've been meaning to do and just simply haven't got around to it. So. difficult grain here. It's against the grain. Really bad. Chips out. Seems okay. Okay, last corner here on this image, and we'll switch to the next one. It's hard on these corners, there's no wood to hold on to. When you're in the middle of a block, your hand has some support, but at the edge there's no wood on these little blocks. Okay, let's zoom out a bit and have a look at what we've got here. Here's the pair. The process has been, I've cut the lines, I cut with my knife all the outlines through and around the outside. Then I cleared the outside edge with a wide chisel, so now I've cleared the inside between all the lines on one of the two pictures. And I've got to continue and do the same thing on the second. What's the time now? It's nearly 9 o'clock. I might get it finished, I'm not quite sure. And after that's done, the key block will be ready. I'll do a quick proof of it, have a look at it, refine some of the lines, fix some of them up. The next part of the process might be tonight, might be tomorrow. I'll print this thing 4 or 5 times, make color separation sheets, and paste those down. That might be tomorrow's job on tomorrow's stream, I don't know. For now, I'm going to keep going here. Just got to clear out the second one. I'm not sure how much of the next part's going to be on streams and what. What's today? Today's Saturday morning. It's going to be a very busy day in the shop again today, of course. It's the weekend now. Saturday and Sunday are going to be busy. So I'm not exactly sure of the content of the next couple of streams. Whether it'll be continuing this carving or maybe I'll do the color separations on stream if it works out that way in the schedule. Or maybe next time you see me, it'll be the color carving already started. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And the blocks, I think there's going to be 5 faces on this. I'm going to use the back of the key block, and then I'm going to use 2 extra pieces of wood cut on both sides. So it'll probably be 6 faces altogether, including the key block. Then once this is done, it'll go to our printers. They'll start printing it in batches. We're going to need about 700 of these things for the Patreon supporters over the next year. These are the Chibi gifts for 2018 for the Patreon people. They will go out one at a time at 6 months intervals. should check this stream here. I don't know. It's just zipping by. Sorry not to see everything that's going on here, guys. Sorry. I can't. I'll try and read it later. I'm sorry. No, the girl in Bath still isn't on the website. I know. I printed a few copies when we did the original live stream of the Girl in the Bath print, and since then it's just been sort of waiting here. I know a couple of the printers upstairs actually had a go at printing it, and they didn't do all that much of a good job. We were going to put it right into the catalogue straight away, and it turns out that although it's a very, very simple print, it's not so simple to actually print nice, beautiful, good, clean copies. And so it's waiting actually. Now they've all asked me to take over and do that job. Yesterday, one of the printers upstairs, she tried a batch herself, and it was a bit more difficult than she expected. So she put it aside, moved on to something else, and she's waiting for me to do it. So I don't have that in the catalogue yet. I'm sorry. Even though it looks very simple, it's turned out to be a bit more difficult to print beautifully and cleanly. So they've all thrown it back to me, and it's over on my desk again now. So it's pretty much the same experience we had with the owl print last year. It looks really simple to get a nice clean blue background and get a good balance of the tones. It's not trivial at all. So I'm sorry, I don't have the Girl in the Bath in the catalogue just yet. I don't know if you can hear it, the footsteps on the ceiling above my head. They're having fun this morning. Their days are numbered now, though, counting down. Dave's planning a murder, yeah. Yes, we're planning a murder, so the rats. We're not totally confident about that, you know. I mean, rats are well, you think you've got them on the run, who knows, you know. So we'll see. We're not really too concerned about it. We've got them isolated. They're in their own part of the building, and they don't come out into our part of the building. So if it turns out that we really can't get them all flushed out, then it doesn't matter. We're not really concerned about it. For those of you who aren't in on the conversation, we're renovating the building, and at the moment there are rats living in the subfloors. There's some above my head in the subceiling, and some downstairs. And their access to the building is through some old construction on the front of the building that is coming apart. There's holes all over it, and that's the access for the rats. And as part of our renovations of the first floor, sometime, it looks like it'll be next week, we're going to be renovating the front face of the building on the outside, and that will fill those holes, the places where the rats are coming in and out. So we're not sure what will happen then. Once their access is shut off, if they happen to be outside at the time we do that, then they're outside. And for the ones that are inside at the time we shut that access, I don't really know what's going to happen. So perhaps they've got other access routes in and out that we don't know about. It's possible, perhaps through some sewer drains or something like this that, we just don't know. So we'll see how it goes. It's an ancient building in a port city near the water. I mean, rats are a part of life in that situation, so. If we were running a restaurant, you've got much more critical considerations, but this is a woodblock print workshop, so. hard patch here. It's good. Nice firm wood. It's one of the best blocks I've used in the last year or so. You know, it's a very, very nice piece. We've struggled to find good wood still. We're still struggling. We have no sensible, reliable long-term source yet. Crunch, 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 crunch. Well, very pleasant work, this clearing. Very, very pleasant. The lines are clean and sharp. Nice piece of smooth wood. The grain is not so bad, it's manageable. Very pleasant work cleaning this out. It's going to be a breeze to print too. Strong, clean lines. John's done a really nice job on this. Nothing that should be a problem here. Sorry not to be more responsive to the chat here. It looks like you guys are having fun. Cameron, no Cameron today. It's Saturday. He's off for the weekend. Plus also his mother's in town. She flew in yesterday, so he's going to be off in and out the next week or so. I'm not sure when we'll see Cameron. We might see him on Monday, but maybe not. Like I said, he might be out with his mother, so we'll see. somebody out there is doing some construction. We're drilling something, and I can't get upset about that kind of noise, because downstairs we ourselves are making lots of noise now and then. The other day I had the router table going when I was doing the construction on that back wall, and clearly it was probably clearly audible in the restaurant next door. And what can you do? You can't do it at night because people are sleeping. You can't do it during the day. Businesses are open, so maybe they're actually being considerate there and doing it at this time of morning, after people are awake, but before business gets charged up. So it's about the best time of day to do this noisy, disruptive work out there. There's always construction going on somewhere. Where it's not just us. This town, part of town we're in now, it's under transition. There's older businesses leaving, newer businesses coming in. Rents are skyrocketing because of the pressure from tourists. And a lot of businesses are packing up. They can't handle that. And new ones come in. The business next door to us, the kimono rental, they're expanding like crazy. It's bizarre. We watch the people come in, It's a little shop about the same size as ours. And yesterday I was outside just standing on the street. And a tour group came down, following the lady with a flag, how they are. It's about 40 people, maybe 50, maybe 40, I don't know. I thought they were just going to walk down the street over towards Sensoji Temple or something. No, they stop in front of this place, the little kimono rental shop next door, and bang, in they go. She opens the door and in they troop, one after the other. It was all reserved, obviously. So you got like 40 people, one after the other, bang, 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 to a tiny shop. I didn't hang around, but they must have been like 30 minutes later, they would have all come out dressed in kimono, head over to the temple, take their pictures. It's a hugely popular business. And they must have it so professionally worked out to process that many people that fast, get them all to choose their clothes, get changed, teach them how to do their hair, fire them out the door. They're obviously extremely efficient. And it's a big business. The sign says 2,900, so it's about $30 for the deal. You rent the kimono for the day, have to bring it back by like 5 o'clock. But it doesn't work out that way. We've chatted with customers who've been in and out of there, chatted with the boss himself, actually, when he was first opening a couple of years ago. And the price says from $30, from Sanzai. But nobody gets out at that price, because it turns out that if you want to leave your normal clothes there, you can't carry your normal clothes around while you're wearing their kimono. Well, there's a little charge for the storage box for that. If you want them to help you put your hair up, there's a charge for that. If you want to wear the special slippers, there's a charge for that. It just goes on and on and on. And nobody gets out of there for less than 5 figures, like $100. And they're cranking them through all day long. They crank them through. The customers seem happy. They're getting what they want. They've got a really good deal. They've got their experience standing in front of the cherry blossoms in the Japanese kimono and stuff. Customers all seem extremely happy. But my God, it's a money minting machine there next door. A few weeks back, the owner from Kyoto was here in his big white Tesla. Drove up from Kyoto, I guess. And he had seen my shutter open and us doing construction inside. And his eyes lit up. He came right over, talked to me. Hey, are you leaving? I'd love to get the space. Where? Tell me more. Are you leaving? I had to give him the bad news that no, we weren't leaving. We were coming in, and his face fell because he really would have liked to get the next door shop to his kimono shop. So far we're hanging on. If the building gets more expensive, if it really goes to market rates, we'll be in trouble, because market rates here are staggeringly expensive now. We've got a good deal because the landlady likes us, and we've got a fairly long-term lease. But who knows? She's an elderly lady, and if something happens to her and the relatives sell out, then we're at the mercy of the market. That'll be a different story. So we'll see what happens when it happens. For the foreseeable future, as long as she stays healthy and alive, we're okay. More than that we can't do, you know. The only other guarantee would be to buy the building, and it's not for sale. So. How we doing for time? 9:24. It's going to be pretty soon now. We're going to hear the doorbell. I think any minute. Teiko-san's going to be here today to help me with the parties and stuff. There's actually no 10 o'clock party today, so there's no panic to get away from the bench, but we do have to get set up and running. So once she gets here, then I'll join and we'll get the business set up for the day. So last few minutes here on this stream. Where are we? There's a bunch left on this, so tomorrow I'll pick up from here. Tomorrow morning, but it won't be a full stream to be able to do this tomorrow, so I'm not sure. Maybe I'll be doing I've also got that great wave carving sitting right behind me waiting to keep going too, so maybe that's what I'll pick up with tomorrow. We'll see. I have no idea what's going on over in the chat over here. It's just streaming by. Look at this. Sorry not to be more onto this, but I can't do both. I asked about the noise next door. Somebody's drilling into something over there. I don't know who it is. No idea. Look at this stream. That kimono guy, the owner of the kimono shop, like I said, he lives in Kyoto. The shop is owned by Kyoto people. He comes down to visit once in a while in this gigantic, I've never seen a car like that big here on Japanese streets. It's a Tesla. I don't know what model it is. I don't know. It's not like the brand newest one. It's something X. Is it Model X or whatever? I don't know the number. I'm sorry. And sitting on this street in front of his shop next door, and it fits the space in front of our shop too. It is so big. Incredible. I mean, their business is just exploding, so money is no concern to them. So, it's astonishing how big that car is. I guess for people in America or something, it's no big deal. It's an SUV or something. I don't know, but we don't see those here in downtown Tokyo. So. This will be Teiko-san, I guess. What could be Ishikawa-san for the printing? No idea. We'll see. Yeah, there's the footsteps. It's Teiko-san's footsteps. Much lighter than Kawaii-san. Alright, I'll finish this little box here and then I'm off. Teiko-san, good morning. Did you see the 10 o'clock party cancelled?
Yeah.
So we're okay. There's no rush to get started this morning. So it was the young man who was here yesterday. Remember he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was here.
1時じゃなかった。
Oh no, that was the older British guy, gentleman. There was a younger man, American, I think he was. He'd been watching the YouTube videos. He didn't have a chance to make an online reservation, and he reserved yesterday.
I had a chance to talk with him because I was taking.
Okay. Sorry, all right, it's okay. Anyway, he made a reservation for the 10 o'clock party, but then during the night, somewhere his plans changed, so he's cancelled it. So we got a slow start today. It's nice, peaceful start. Okay, stream. There we have it. That's it for this morning. Thanks, guys. I'll be back at it tomorrow morning, same as this. I'll be continuing with this block, and then continuing after that, perhaps with the Great Wave block. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So here we are. I got to get going. Thanks very much for watching. We'll be back here, same time, same place, with more wood carving tomorrow. Bye for now. Thank you. Somebody finally managed to catch us just as we're leaving. That's the way it goes. Okay, all right. Bye-bye. Catch you again tomorrow.